Welcome to Metal Mayhem Gaming's loudest influence, where we dive into the maelstrom of decibels and pixels to uncover just how deeply these worlds are intertwined. The late 1970s and early 80s saw a surge in both the gaming industry and the popularity of heavy metal music. As both art forms sought to establish their cultural footprint, it was almost inevitable that their paths would intersect. One of the earliest instances where metal made its mark in gaming was with the release of the arcade smash, Asteroids, in 1979. While not directly featuring metal music, it echoed the intense, otherworldly atmospheres that many metal bands evoked in their own right. As players blasted away at on-screen asteroids, the echo of each explosion seemed to rhythmically sync with Black Sabbath's Iron Man, albeit in the minds of metal-loving gamers. This perceived synchronicity highlighted a bond that would only grow stronger with time. This early phase set the stage for a more intentional fusion of heavy metal and video games. Developers began to realize the potential in pairing the adrenaline-pumping thrill of metal music with the equally intense experience of gaming, crafting a formidable union that appealed directly to the senses of their predominantly young audience. Moving into the late 80s and 90s, video games started to embrace heavy metal music not just as an undercurrent, but as a central element of the gaming experience. Titles like Doom, released in 1993, used metal-inspired soundtracks to great effect, integrating thrashing guitars and pounding drums to elevate the player's immersion and intensity. This wasn't just background music, it was a fundamental component of the atmosphere. The gritty, fast-paced riffs perfectly complemented the blood-soaked corridors and demonic enemies, crafting a visceral, high-adrenaline gameplay that resonated perfectly with metal's explosive nature. This era marked a golden age where the bond between metal and gaming strengthened profoundly. Nothing quite encapsulated the anger and aggression of a pixelated shootout like a good metal track, reinforcing the game's appeal to audiences who were already loudly proclaiming their love for both domains. Metal music isn't just about loud sounds, it's a genre that relies heavily on imagery and themes of power, conflict, and resilience. These themes are tailor-made for the video game arena, especially in scenarios involving epic boss battles or dramatic story climaxes. Imagine confronting a final game boss as a blistering solo kicks in. The synergy between the on-screen action and the auditory stimulus is not just additive, it's multiplicative. It elevates the gameplay, enabling players to feel every hit and every victory more profoundly. In games like Brutal Legend, released in 2009, metal music and imagery are not merely background elements, but are integral to the game's very structure and narrative, with heavy metal aesthetics influencing character designs, environments, and plot lines, thereby creating a holistic metal-infused experience. From headbangers to handhelds, the fan connection. The shared demographic between heavy metal music and video gaming is undeniable. Both cultures celebrate intensity, virtuosity, and a certain outsider ethos, appealing strongly to those who might feel disconnected from mainstream narratives. This crossover isn't incidental, but a poignant reflection of shared ethos and aesthetics. Events like gaming conventions and metal festivals often feature overlapping audiences, resounding with the cheers of those who wield both joysticks and guitar picks with equal fervor. As developers began to explicitly bridge these two worlds, they tapped into a powerful cultural synergy, providing a more enriching experience that resonated deeply with players, because they weren't just gamers or metal fans, they were both. Staging the Apocalypse metal concerts meet video game festivals. In the evolution of these cultural phenomena, we witness the literal staging of the apocalypse, where the raucous energy of metal concerts blends with the immersive world of video game festivals. This combination has given rise to hybrid events where attendees can revel in both their favorite headbanging tracks and the latest game releases. These events serve as celebratory arenas for the symbiotic relationship between metal music and gaming, each enhancing the allure of the other. Through live performances by bands like Iron Maiden and Megadeth, set against backdrops of cutting-edge gaming technology, these festivals create a sensory overload that embodies the very soul of both industries. Such crossover events not only enhance audience engagement, but also foster a sense of community among fans, proving that the relationship between metal and gaming is more intertwined and mutually beneficial than ever before. Digital downloads to dungeon crawlers, new ages of gaming metal. As technology advances, so does the depth of integration between metal music and gaming. The era of digital downloads has multiplied the opportunities for bands to distribute their music and for game developers to integrate these tracks into their worlds. New genres of games, especially dungeon crawlers and RPGs, have embraced metal not just for its sound, but for its narrative potential. Games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne employ metal's thematic elements, darkness, challenge, endurance, to complement their haunting, brutal worlds, creating a profoundly immersive experience that resonates with metal's own explorations of darkness and victory. This ongoing evolution demonstrates that metal can do more than just enhance gaming. It can drive it, providing a narrative and auditory framework that transforms the gaming experience into something richer, deeper, and unavoidably gripping. Face-melting features, unique integrations of metal in games. Over the years, developers have moved beyond simply using metal music as a soundtrack. Now, they're weaving the ethos and aesthetics of metal directly into the fabric of their games. Take Metal Hellsinger, a rhythm FPS, where your ability to shoot in sync with the soundtrack not only improves your score, but also your gaming ability. This integration of music and gameplay mechanics illustrates a cutting-edge fusion, where metal isn't just in the game, it is the game. These innovations offer a new level of engagement, where the intensity of the music directly influences the intensity of the gameplay, creating a challenging yet rewarding experience that's music and gaming in perfect concert. This trend signifies a new age in gaming, where developers are beginning to understand the full potential of music not just as an enhancement to the experience, but as a central gameplay element, offering new ways for players to engage with both the music they love and the games they play. Conclusion: the endless encore of metal and gaming. As we've traversed the explosive landscapes where heavy metal and video gaming coincide, it's clear that this is not just a passing phase, but a profound cultural synthesis that continues to evolve and resonate. From early arcade rumbles to rhythm-based FPS games, the integration of metal into gaming has gone from a background feature to a defining element, captivating audiences around the globe. The future holds only louder and more immersive possibilities as technology advances and cultural boundaries continue to erode. For fans of both realms, this symphony of pixels and decibels is not just entertainment, it's a lifestyle, a testament to the enduring power and influence of heavy metal in the digital age. Here's to the next level. May it be as raucously glorious as the last.